Welcome, everyone. Today, our team will present a comprehensive analysis of Josco's human resources, strategy, and performance across 8 quarters. Our presentation highlights how targeted HR initiatives grounded in data, strategy, and people-first practices directly influence organizational outcomes such as productivity, morale, quality, safety, and labor cost. Our team consists of Amabosola Jamal, Zandria Butler, and myself, Jonas Orellana. Each of us contributed to researching, analyzing, and evaluating Josco's HR performance and strategic actions. We collaborated closely to ensure that every quarter's data and every HR initiative was carefully interpreted and aligned with our findings. Here is our roadmap for today's presentation. We will begin with Josco's HR vision and mission, followed by our measurable goals and strategic HR actions. We will then examine quarterly performance trends, discuss insights from those results, and conclude with recommendations for the next phase of HR strategy. Josco's HR vision emphasizes building a high-performing, inclusive, and engaging workforce. The idea is that HR should not function as an administrative unit, but as a strategic partner. The vision stresses productivity, quality, cost efficiency, and employee well-being. Data-driven practices and people-centered approaches are at the core of this vision. Our mission expands on the vision by outlining how HR will attract, develop, and retain talent. This includes fair opportunities, competitive rewards, and a culture built on trust and safety. The mission highlights efforts to reduce turnover and labor costs by investing in training, communication, and performance-based incentives. Ultimately, the mission positions HR as both a creator of value and a steward of employee morale. This slide reinforces that the HR vision and mission are not just aspirational, they're validated by outcomes. The simultaneous improvements in human performance metrics and financial results shows that Josco's HR strategy is working. In other words, investing in people is producing measurable results. These are the 5 core goals guiding the HR strategy. They serve as both benchmarks and accountability mechanisms. Although the slide lists them visually, they focus on areas such as productivity improvement, turnover reduction, quality enhancement, morale growth, and cost efficiency. These goals give HR clear targets and allow us to evaluate success quarter by quarter. Our HR initiatives fall into 3 major strategic pillars. Our first one is talent acquisition, ensuring we hire the right number and quality of workers, prioritizing internal promotion, diversity, and compliance requirements. The second one is talent management, focusing on training, orientation, performance appraisals, grievances, and participation programs. And finally, the third one is total rewards, ensuring competitive and cost-effective compensation, safety, health benefits, and performance incentives. These pillars form the backbone of our HR architecture. And with that being said, now I will be passing it on to Amaposola.
For talent acquisition strategy, our mission is to align our hiring with our actual needs. We've put a focus on promoting from within and hitting our diversity targets. In short, we're investing 7,000 a quarter in our affirmative action initiatives to make sure we build a diverse team that matches our needs. We invested between 1,000 and 3,000 per employee in targeted training, which increased the output and improved morale. Our focus on safety and managerial skills helped reduce absenteeism slightly. And with our organizational development programs, we also saw a solid improvement in our quality index. We adjusted wages to stay competitive while maintaining cost efficiency. Even with higher morale and lower turnover, our unit labor costs actually decreased, showing improved productivity. Overall, we've kept wages within 5 to 10% of the local market to support satisfaction without sacrificing sustainability. Our compensation strategy focuses on staying competitive while controlling costs. We adjusted wages to strengthen retention and morale. Despite these increases, our unit labor costs dropped from 63.76 to 61.19, showing better efficiency. We also keep wages within 5 to 10% of the local market average to balance employee satisfaction with financial sustainability. Our benefits and safety programs directly improved performance, and accident rates dropped from 435 to 376. Grievances fell from 38 to 34, and absenteeism improved slightly from 380 to 376. These results show that strong benefits and safety standards are paying off, and future investments will continue focusing on healthcare, vacation days, and safety improvements. Across every major HR indicator, we also saw measurable improvement from quarter one to quarter two. Morale decreased, quality and productivity rose, turnover and grievances declined, and accident rates dropped significantly. These gains show that our integrated HR strategy is working effectively. In the first two quarters, performance aligned with our expectations. Morale reached 54 and turnover was 9.6%, which matched predictions after introducing competitive pay and development programs. Our unit labor costs came in slightly above projections at 63.76 due to early investments in employee programs, and our quality index of 53 established a solid baseline for measuring the future improvement. In quarter one and two, which was it was better than expected. We saw stronger than expected improvements in the first two quarters. Turnover dropped from 9.6 to 6.8, showing early impact from training, morale efforts, and the grievance program. Morale also rose from 54 to 58. Unit labor costs declined to 61.19. The quality index increased to 57, and productivity rose from 190 to 194. We saw two main areas needing improvement. Absenteeism only declined slightly from 380 to 376, meaning our programs weren't targeting core issues like health, workload, and wellness. Productivity gains were also smaller than expected due to training time lag and limited use of driven systems. These insights guided our adjustments for quarter three and four. For quarters three and four, we introduced four key adjustments. We implemented an HR information system to improve data coordination. We added wellness and attendance incentives to address absenteeism. We also continued our successful morale and training programs, and we exercised cost discipline by pausing wage increases and shifting toward quality programs. In quarters three and four, we maintained strong cost control, keeping labor costs below average, while productivity stayed steady at 206 to 210. We also saw a major morale breakthrough because rising from 62 to 74, which was due to the benefits enhancements, recognition programs, and clear promotion paths. And in quarter three and four, we achieved major improvements across key HR metrics. Grievances dropped from 31 to 16. Morale increased from 62 to 74, and accident rates fell from 317 to 252. These results show the impacts of stronger communication, fair policies, and effective safety and incentive programs. Now I will be passing it on to Ms. Butler.
Thank you, Amabosala. For turnover Q3, Q4, as stated before, turnover rate has gone up from 7.4% to 8.2%, and absenteeism is still a little high with 372 to 354. It actually dropped a little. These signs were that JOZ company was successful in improving morale, retention, and which was probably not too effective. Quality index did go up from 60 to 64, but it still does stack up against some of JOZ's more ruthless competitors. Higher investment in people and higher unit labor costs and better results quality index increased from 63 to 65. Productivity increased from 222 to 224. Engagement focused programs increased morale, safety and training investments reduced accidents, and morale jumped up more than we anticipated. Also, we improved quality without a huge productivity disruption. Morale consistently improved across nearly every quarter, reaching a high of 89 in quarter 8, a massive 35% increase. Matrix supporting the outcome was a large reduction in grievances. The grievances went from 38 down to 13. Large reductions in accident rates from 435 to 235. An increase in quality index from 53 to 66. And productivity increased from 190 to 227. Unexpected challenges that we had was the turnover increase despite higher morale. Absenteeism stayed high and it ticked up a little bit, and grievances did not fall. JLZ maintained momentum by morale improvement in quarter 7 through quarter 8 from 80 to 89. The turnover reduction in quarter 7 through quarter 8 was 8.2 to 7.8. The quality index remained stable from Q7 to Q8 at 66. And grievances dropped more than we expected from 17 down to 13. Unit labor costs increased more than expected. From Q7 to Q8, it went from 60.26 to 67.02. Productivity declined from 228 to 227. Accidents rate stayed high at 234 to 235. And absenteeism worsened slightly. It went from 355 to 356. Across all 8 quarters, JLZ Company expected the HR strategy measurably improved nearly every major performance indicator. While turnover and labor costs did not fully reach target levels, the company excelled in morale, safety, quality, productivity, and fairness, proving the HR strategy to be integrative, data-driven, and aligned with our JLZ's mission and vision statement. Goal achievement analysis, the strength retention through competitive compensation. We expand diversity, equity, and inclusion to DEI programs. We enhance career development, internal mobility, expand data-driven HR analytics, and update benefits to strengthen absenteeism reductions. Overall, to improve goal fulfill in the third, if we did a third year, JLZ would include implementing core programs to refine existing initiatives through data-driven adjustments. Use simulation data to identify root causes of turnover and address them through targeted adjustments to performance, incentives, and benefits. We would increase transparency in employee participation in grievance programs by reporting and assessing feedback. And we would shift training focus to address production bottlenecking and productivity goals. And lastly, we would investigate the cause of remaining safety incidents and integrate specific safety awareness training modules. Thank you for listening. We are now opening the presentation for any questions.